Naomi Brownstein.
A couple things about me that make this story somewhat ironic is I don't really drink very much. Most of the time when I come into town, I don't drive. I take public transportation. On this particular evening, March 31st of last year, 2009, I'm driving, and I decide to stop at a bar in town that I like. And the bartender was being very generous with the drinks. And a friend of mine came in and he bought me some drinks, and we go outside to my car, and across the street is a police car. I guess you all probably know at this point where the story is going. I don't think anything is wrong with me, so I get in my car, I go 2 blocks, and of course I get stopped, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my registration is expired. Well, that was the least of my worries. At first I'm joking with the police until they handcuffed me. And I can tell you that I'm a little older than most of you. I have not been in trouble of any kind in probably over 30 years. So this was a little bit of a shock to me. And if you've never been to the Roundhouse, it is not a place that you want to go. I go into a room, the man gives me a breathalyzer, says you are above the legal limit. Just above, but still above, and therefore you'll be here for 18 to 24 hours. Now I freak. 18 to 24 hours in this hellhole. I can't stand it. He says, calm down. This is not jail. This is a holding facility. At the end of your time, you'll probably be released on your own recognizance. So I say, okay, to myself. Maybe there'll be some magazines, some coffee. Like a waiting room. I'm picturing like in a doctor's office, holding facility. 2 women on each side of me. They're walking me down a hall past these cells. They stop at a cell. There's a woman in the cell staring at me. Open the cell door, get in. I go, oh no, I'm not going to jail. I'm going to a holding facility. Well, what happened next happened so fast, I couldn't tell you which one of the women pushed me. One of them pushed me hard. I go flying in the cell, I trip, bang my head on the toilet. They have toilets in these cells. And then I get up, they're gone. I'm locked in the cell with this woman. And she turned out to be pretty nice. She's talking to me. You okay? That was terrible. I guess this is your first time. Meanwhile, I'm pretty dazed, and I can feel my head swelling up, and then I notice my arm is hurting. I roll up my jacket underneath. My arm is all scratched up. And I'm thinking, this is last year in March, I'm thinking the actress Natasha Richardson had just died of a head trauma. And I'm thinking, you know, they're going to just, I'm going to go into a coma there and throw me in the river and that's it. So I get to be taken to the hospital. And again, with the handcuffs, they put me in a paddy wagon. Paddy wagon has no seats. So my hands are banging on my back, rolling around this paddy wagon. They take me to Hahnemann. They give me a head scan. They say, you're okay, you can go back. So you can't send me back there. They're going to abuse me. I said, I don't know what I thought they were going to do. Maybe call the police. Back with the handcuffs, back in the paddy wagon, back to the cell. So I'm hanging out, and I can feel this thing throbbing, and they did give me some instructions to get ice. I asked for ice. They go, we don't have ice here. Not a pleasant place. Then Deborah's getting ready to leave. And she asked me for some money. Of course, I don't have my handbag, but I dig into my pocket. I have a few dollars, and I said, Deborah, thank you for your kindness. She really was nice. And good luck to you. I gave her a little gift, a few bucks for a UC, if anybody knows what that is. And never thinking that I would see this lady again. About 2 o'clock, now I went to the bar on March 31st. About 2 o'clock in the morning on April 2nd, they let me go. And I don't know where my car is. I'm told it's impounded somewhere. So I get a cab, go home, get cleaned up, a few hours sleep. The next day, not only do I have the lump on my head the size of a tangerine, now it's turning purple. My face is turning purple. My arm is scraped up, and of course I have a huge bruise back here. And I am mad. Very, very mad and upset. So I have never sued anybody in my life, but I did find a lawyer who specialized in these types of things. And I went to see him right away so he could see my face. He did believe me, but he says the whole thing depends on the eyewitness, the cellmate, because the police are going to say, you were drunk, you fell, end of story. What do you know about this Deborah? Nothing. I have a little description of her, but that's it. Come to think of it, I don't know anything about her. Well, right now, it's April. You have a dispensation for this DUI in September, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers trying to find this information. I'll see if I can find this girl through my contacts. But other than that, we're going to have to wait till September. He doesn't find her. So about 2.5 months later, I'm at the gallery getting ready to take the train home. In the bathroom, washing my hands, I feel somebody looking at me. I look in the mirror. Deborah. Naomi. Deborah, Naomi. We have our little love fest. Deborah, I need your help. I'm desperate. I need your name and phone number. Sure, she says. She gives it to me. And then proceeds to ask me for some money. I could not afford, believe me, I could not afford to give her any money, but I did. Certainly enough to take the train home and get something to eat. Meanwhile, I go down on the platform across the tracks. I see her going from person to person, obviously asking for more money. I'm thinking, you freaking idiot! She didn't give you the right phone number. She just wanted some money. Well, I was wrong. Deborah went from where she lived out in Telford, Pennsylvania, to go see my lawyer without a subpoena or any monetary reward, and gave him her sworn statement, which was identical to mine, and also added her bit of indignation, how they treated me, how it was totally unprovoked, and how little I was. In September, I had the DUI dispensation, which I got ARD, which is a program for first-time offenders. My lawyer immediately after that files a complaint against the city. Now, this is actually a civil rights case. It's not a civil suit you hear, it takes years. This moved rather quickly. And I did have a pre-trial settlement hearing earlier this month, which I did win. A significant sum of money. And I was spared the ordeal of a jury trial, and my gift came that was actually more money than we expected, me and my lawyer. And so thanks to the city of Philadelphia, the justice system, and Deborah Burke, New York.